Welcome back to today, guys. It's time for another anime first impression video. It's going to be on the spring 2024 season. It just started today, time of recording, time of posting as well. Just so you know, it starts on April 1st this year. Sometimes it starts earlier, just depending on when, Monday and Sunday fall on. So most of the series that are airing start today. But there's a lot of series that are releasing later on in April, as well as later on in May. Second seasons, third season, 7 seasons of really good series like My Hero Academia and stuff like that are airing till like May. So just so you know, I might have more first impression videos in a month. So it is what it is. Before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can find me on social media and other places by checking my description below. I will try to include some playlists for you to watch in case you're looking for specific stuff to watch. So make sure you check those out. Lastly, guys, thank you so much for the love and support that you have been showing this channel. You guys can support me on social media as well. But if you have not done so by this point, and I already said it, but if you haven't done it and you're watching up to this point, please do consider subscribing and checking out more content. So, okay. We're going to be talking about Re:Monster, and Re:Monster is actually, it's not a long-awaited anime by a lot, but it was talked about quite a bit on the social media from what I had seen compared to other series that didn't really get a lot of talk other than maybe a few manga fans from the series, But Re:Monster did get a little bit of love. It is a reincarnation series, isekai, if you may, and also I would say like empire building leveling type of series. It's its own genre. Like if you think about like when I Become a Slime, that was kind of like the first one that really hit big here in the US as well in Japan, where essentially they're reincarnated into a monster or a creature, and they are not really going to defeat like the Demon King or stuff like that, which is a lot of isekais. They're more building their own nation or groups around them, and from there we kind of learn who the character is, and maybe there is some enemies, but not as much as more of building of the actual empire that they're building. So this is kind of the vibe, at least that I got from the first episode. So there does seem to be a lot more to it that I don't think the first episode gave it justice. So I will say, if you are trying this one out, give it a few episodes. Before anything, this one is subbed and dubbed. So if you are looking for dub anime that are releasing at the same time as the subbed, this one's is it. They Crunchyroll is like, I think they're doing 2 or 3 now every season. So this is one of those that now you don't have to wait for the dub if you're a dub guy. And I don't judge. I myself watch dub and subbed, but there's always those people out there who say the sub is better, but I don't really care. So there's both out there. The story starts with him being killed by some girl. We don't really know who it is and why he's being killed. But he's being killed and he's reincarnated into a goblin. Now, in a few days of just being more as a goblin, he does become like a youthful goblin, and he's able to move and now speak with his other goblin siblings. And he does take one in particular who seems to be the strongest as his ally, and they go and hunt together, and they start leveling up, right? He starts realizing that he can level up. He also mentions that in his previous life, he had different powers. So it's not a guy from this world. It's a different type of world. So in his previous world, he had different powers. And one is that if he consumed his enemies, he would then get their powers. And he says that seems to still be in effect here, because each time he would eat a rabbit, or he would eat a toad or a snake or whatever, he would get all the attributes. So he just starts gaining attributes from killing animals left and right. Even Hogman and wolves at one point. He gets it all, right. Bats, snake. He gets the poison and the anti venom as well. So he gets quite a bit of powers, and he's leveling up, and he ends up evolving at the end of the episode. Him and his comrade, because because of him, they've done all the right things to evolve. Now, it is mentioned that it's way too fast. Like the elder goblin who's taking care of the kids, or supposed to be taking care of the kids, he's like, "Whoa, you guys did it in a few days, and that usually takes years, and that's very amazing that you guys were able to do that, right?" There's a lot of like small things that happen here and there that points to me that it's going to be more of an action led series, even though this beginning was a lot of hunting and we're building comrades. He eventually gains trust of the rest of the goblins by giving them food. At one point, they do try to assassinate him, but then he basically has compassion and gives them food. And he's like, if you guys train with me and learn how to hunt, you guys will have plenty of food. You guys won't have to rely on me, so on and so forth. So he's building his own army through his family, and it's good, right? Now, what are those few things that we see here in the episode that point to a more serious note? Well, first of all, his flashback that he's able to, that the world he came up from, he hunted and was hunted for because of the powers he had and the powers other people had. So he definitely comes from like a kill or be killed world. Secondly, there's a point where he's looking for like weapons or stuff like that in the cave that they're living in, and he finds human women who are being breeded by these goblins to recreate more goblins, right? We don't really see a lot of the girls. We just see kind of their tummies, like they're almost half naked. They have tummies where you can see that they're pregnant, and that's it, right? He kind of like blows it off and says, I'm not gonna get too much into it because I know what's going on here, right? But it shows that, one, there is humans in this world, but two, the goblins are goblins. They're doing the evil things that we usually see in other series that goblins do, right? So I don't know how serious they'll get with this series, but just from the opening, I would say it might get pretty dark. So we'll just have to see. From the ending of the ending credits, it does seem like he will evolve even more. I guess we'll see that in the next episodes. For now, it is a great series. I do recommend it. This is actually one of the ones that I'm considering reacting to. I didn't know a lot about it, so I wasn't going to just go and react to the first episode, but I might react to the second episode on this one. It's one that I'm interested in, so we'll just have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so again by now, make sure you do subscribe. Check out my other first impression video. There'll be more, I promise, this week, so keep watching. Thanks again for the love and support, and like always, guys, don't be strangers. See you guys.